Welcome. This is Zana Clark, Executive Wellness and Leadership Coach and host of the Friday show, Food is the Best Medicine, Soul, Body, and Mind. So, I'm here today because so many of my clients have been experiencing a lot more stress this season. They've indicated to me that they're so tired of the pandemic and all the struggles and all the challenging challenges that they've been experiencing, and it's causing them additional stress this year, and that they're also just very nervous about their health, and they're tired of just struggling to find a way to balance their well-being with all the demands of the pandemic and their career and their family, and bringing it all together to make it work. So they've asked me to provide holiday support. And so this season, I'm going to be with you for the rest of this month, providing you holiday tips on how you can stress less, how you can sleep better, most importantly, how you can avoid the holiday pounds that we all tend to put on during this month, and help you get started with setting up a solid wellness foundation so that you can experience greater health, wealth, and happiness, not just in 2022, but beyond all of that. So this month, I'm going to be showing up every Monday at 12:15 and every Friday at 12:15 to share with you tips and techniques and practical tools and food demonstrations and recipes that can all help you feel more on solid ground, right? Just imagine that by the end of this month, you can feel great enough, right, to start having the energy and the confidence and the clarity and the creativity to bring 100% of yourself to your family, to your work, and really be at that point where, without getting burnt out, without feeling depleted, you can start to experience life in a way that feels like greater health, wealth, and happiness. That's the ultimate goal for most of us. We want enriched relationships. We want an enriched way of expressing ourselves. We want abundance so that we can do all the things that we want to do in our life and be in our life and to give back in our life. And we want to have the health, the strength, the energy, and all to do that. So we're going to get started this month. And every Monday, every Friday, I will be on starting tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll be sharing with you a food demo tip, right? So these are all nourishing recipes, desserts and appetizers, since that's what most of my clients have been asking for this month, that are quick, simple, nutritious, and delicious to make. And they help to nourish not just the body, but also our soul, our spirit. They're very uplifting. So tomorrow we're going to start with a food demo, and then on Monday I will talk about my 3 top tips to avoid the holiday pounds, and we'll be alternating between of some kind of a tip that's a practical tool that you can put in place, and some kind of a recipe that you can make either for yourself or when you're going out. That's going to be nourishing not just to the body, but as I said, to the mind and the soul as well. So stay tuned. In the event that's posted on this page, you will find the schedule for all of the tips that I'll be providing over the next rest of 3 weeks. And then there's a link where you can get a copy of all of the recipes. So I've put together a brand new packet of dessert and appetizer recipes for the holidays. You've not seen these before, those who have been following me for a while. So definitely click on the link and get a copy of those recipes. You can join us here live for most of the events. You can also watch the recordings if you can't join us live, and they will be kept here on this page, and also they will be in my private Facebook group under the guide section. There will be a guide for the holiday support, and all of the videos will be in one place there. So it'll be very, very easy for you to be able to access them and gain all the benefits of all this holiday support. So, what is my number one secret for creating greater health, wealth, and happiness? And that is having a solid, soul aligned wellness foundation. So many people come to me and they've been trying this diet and that diet. They've been doing this meditative approach and that meditative approach. They've been working on their spirituality from this perspective or that perspective, but they never have it in an integrated foundational plan, and then have the tools and the support to actually embody that as a lifestyle. And I will tell you from personal experience that when you have this plan and it is embodied as a lifestyle, it makes all the difference in the world. This year for me has been extremely challenging. Most of you know that now I am doing my labor of love, that after practicing law for 18 years as a corporate attorney and becoming burnt out and depleted and having it show up in my body as hypertension and prediabetes and even a cancer scare, that when it got to that point, it was a message for me to start listening to my body, listening to my heart and soul. And so for me, it led me on this path where I could provide more nourishment and more of a way to make a difference to other ambitious people like myself, so that they could experience greater health and greater wealth in terms of an enriched life, an enriched relationship, an enriched way of self-expression. And when we get all of that, then we're happy, right? So some of us find happiness from within, some find happiness from the conditions around them. And so I really switched my life to be able to offer that to people. However, this year I found myself confronted with some additional unique challenges, in that I became a caretaker, the primary caretaker for two aging parents, one in the late 80s and one in the 90s. And so I found myself traveling among 3 states to care for my parents, also in the midst of being a manager to renovate their homes, get them moved. And can you imagine what that's like after they've collected 65 years of stuff and not willing to let go of it because they were products of the depression, as my mother used to like to say. So we got them moved. And then my father kind of took a downward spiral not long after that and ended up in the hospital, rehab centers, hospital. And eventually he made his transition. And so I've really been nurturing my mother since then. And I actually have her with me now. So it's been a very stressful year emotionally and also physically on my body, with all the traveling and the demands of that while still caring for my clients. And so I found that what saved me mentally and also helped me physically, because even though I had these predispositions to hypertension and prediabetes from before, everything stayed normal this year. Everything stayed normal. I was able to keep everyone safe from the pandemic and keep my blood pressure normal, keep my blood sugar normal. And why is that? It's because by teaching and integrating and embodying a strong, solid, soul-aligned wellness plan as my foundation and making it a way of life for me, that's what saved me. And so that's what we're going to be starting this month. We're going to be starting to create that foundation. And then I'll offer more things in January and throughout the year to support you in creating your own strong, integrated wellness foundation. And this is not just having A, B, C, and D. This is having one that really resonates with your heart and soul. It's what's best for you, right? It is personalized and customized. So when you have that, you are ready for anything. You're ready for the pandemic. You're ready for things that come up in life as just normal life challenges. And you're ready for the big things, the big losses that happen. You can maneuver and adapt and stay confident and courageous and creative. You can bring 100% of yourself to not just your job, but your family and your life. And yes, then you will experience greater health, wealth, and happiness. So that's the number one secret, is starting to create this strong soul aligned wellness foundation plan so you can stress less, you can get well, you can boost your energy, boost your mental clarity so that you can experience this in your life. So I look forward to sharing all of this with you over the next month. We'll be breaking it down into 8 tips this month, and then I'll offer more support in January. And so go on and click on the link and get your copy of all of your recipes. They're delicious, hand selected. I've made all of them. And then stay tuned on Fridays for food demos of several of the desserts and several of the appetizers. And stay tuned on Mondays for tips and practices, including a little Kundalini yoga, a little Kundalini meditation, a little Jinshin Jitsu, acupressure, some fun things. So I look forward to supporting you all. Have a happy holiday, and I will see you tomorrow, Friday, for the first food demo. Have a great day today. Namaste.